everybody, Martin here, back with a Maverick video. Won the die roll, so let's go. Yeah, keep this. Turn one mother into either turn 2 Thalia or turn through Plow or whatever. The question is, do we fetch our basic planes? I think we do. It's our only way to guarantee 2 mana on turn 2. Can also follow it up with fetch basic forest if we want to be completely safe for wastelands. We're not sitting on like Deathrite or Abrupt Decay, so it's okay not to have access to the black mana right now. So let's see if this resolves. Let's see if we get a clue about what we're up against. It doesn't resolve. They force pitch Curse Catcher, so we're up against Merfolk. Okay, so Merfolk, the Plow is nice, Thalia not so much. If we can get to Knight, we're looking pretty good, I think. Knight will be able to stand up against most of the things they're doing. Stoneforge is just what we wanted though. So the thing is, Merfolk sometimes plays Daze. They've just used the Force. Like, we really want our Stoneforge to resolve. So, and I think, like, because they didn't make a threat on turn 1, they don't have Vial. We have Plow. I think I want to lead on Thalia, actually. It's also not certain if they're running Wastelands. Like, the Merfolk lists of old, like a couple years ago, always ran for Wastelands, but I think a lot of them switched them up for Cavern of Souls, which is kind of weird in my opinion, but whatever. And we could, like, if they have stuff like, I don't know if that's a legacy thing, but if they have stuff like Spreading Seas or whatever, and we fetch Forest, then we only have Plains, and they take the Plains, and Stoneforge will activate. But I think we will get out the Thalia. And if they do play Daze or something, then either they use the Daze now, probably not though, but if they tap out next turn, then we can resolve Stoneforge and they can't do anything about it. I think they're unlikely to have like main deck removal for the Stoneforge. They might have like a Singleton Dismember. Thalia is not the best for us though. I think it, like, as we are not sitting on a third land, it's not implausible that Thalia will end up hurting us more than them. I'm just worried about running out the Stoneforge. I guess, like, if we get a counter, that's really bad. I'm gonna go with the Forest just in case they are running Wastelands. We absolutely cannot stand to get wasted as things are right now. I'd be surprised if they fought over this. They do. Oh, thank goodness we played it out first then. Force pitching Lord of Atlantis. I don't know what the logic behind that is, but whatever. We'll take it. So what I'd really like to do now is draw like another white mana source and then go. Okay, so they're stuck on lands and they had the Vial. But why didn't they play out the Vial last turn? They must have just drawn the Vial. But okay, they're stuck on one land, that's why they didn't want to risk having Thalia in play, I guess. Okay, so we try the Stoneforge. If they have third Force, then we still can do Knight next turn. So, like, both of these equipments are really good. I think, like, the Sword of Fire and Ice being pro blue is obviously great here, but we might get messed up by like we might get messed up by like a Mutavault or something. So I think getting Jita is just better. Could be wrong, but yeah, let's see. I think traditionally, like, unless we discount like True Name Nemesis, or if we discount True Name Nemesis, I think decks like Merfolk have a really hard time against decks like Maverick, because we're not running islands, so their island walk thing is not bad. Like, doesn't really factor in, and we have equipment. I'm only running 2 Stoneforges though, so we can't really expect to be hitting those all the time. I guess we want choke. I guess needle on vial is a thing. Maybe not both. Maybe only one. I'm not sure. The last plow. Containment Priest with an Aether Vial is also kind of neat, but I don't think I really want that many ways to answer the vial. So we don't want Gadak Teague. We probably don't. Well, we don't want the full set of Thalia, but do we want a couple, or do we just want none at all? I think like none at all. Like, yeah, they could run like some removal spells post board, but like so do we. So, and removal is just as good for us as it is for them. And if I'm them, I'm boarding out some number of Plowshare off the counter magic, I think, but maybe not. Alright, let's try this. I don't know if 2 Pithing Needle is, strictly speaking, correct against... I don't know, we could name like Mutavault with Pithing Needle as well. It's kind of a cute little extra thing. This is like one of these favorite things, to have Dried Arbor next to, like, in my opening hand, basically, especially with Green Sun Zenith. We have Double Plow, which is kind of nice. It should keep us sort of afloat for a couple of turns, but like we have no turn 1 play other than Plow. Then we have a turn 2 play if we play out the Cavern after the Savannah and we go Green Suns for 1. We can get like Deathrite Shaman, but is Deathrite Shaman really this good in this matchup? I can't imagine they're running a lot of lands that go into the graveyard and we don't have any fetch lands. Huh. I'm going to keep it off the back of the Double Plow and the fact that we do have sort of later turns to do stuff. The Green Sun. Oh, there's a fetch land. I was gonna say I'm almost tempted to go like turn 1 Dried Arbor, because what else are we actually doing? They're not attacking on the next turn, so our need to plow is sort of somewhat limited. There's some Mutavault. Chalice for 1 would kind of suck. We can go get Lincoln Zenith for Pride Mage though. Curse Totem. Yeah, that's not great either for us. It's a pretty big hoser for our deck. We're running double Decay. That is our answer to that card right now, I think. So, is there any point in getting out? I still think it's probably not unreasonable to be green sunning for night in a couple of turns. But not now. I think we just get in there. Yeah. We'll fetch out a land and get Death right into play. Get scrub land. So is this symmetrical? Yeah. Guess they don't really have many activated abilities on creatures. So it means if they make mutable the creature and then decide they want to tap it for mana, they can't. But it's not really relevant, I don't think. Another 2-drop. So they're activating Mutavault. Sure. They're getting choked on mana again, it seems. Yeah, we'll take 2. Let's race. Buy Mutavault. This is really great for us. They're stumping on mana. We probably don't have a big enough clock to really get that to matter. So in 2 turns we can Zenith up Knight. I wonder what they choose here. Wasteland? They already have us covered with the Curse Totem. Or like probably one of the equipments actually. Come on, fella. They're really deep in the tank. Liliana of the Veil. Okay, sure. We are not running Liliana of the Veil. We are running Choke though. Can we run this into a Daze? So they're sitting on a bunch of stuff that's not Casper for 1 mana. That could be all their dudes. Do we risk Choke here or do we wait? Do we give them something to use a Force of Will on? I really feel like being super greedy and letting them get another island. Tapping that to play out a Lord, then we plow and hopefully they force. Yeah, I like that. Like, I think it's fair to like play around them having 1 piece of counter magic. Another needle. Oh gosh. They're taking so much time solving their stuff. What now? Garuk? Pernicious Deed? Some other card not in our deck? Windswept Teeth, okay. I can get behind that. There is a needle of our own. But I think we're gonna name human with this. And we are going. Oh, right, I can't make mana off this either. God. Sheesh. Do we still Zenith? And hope they use a counter spell on it. I think we do, because we have the extra Zenith. There's the force. Pitching lord. Okay. So our choke would have eaten the force. Well, things are heading in the right direction. This is a bit of a weird game. Okay, there's a second island. Chalice for one. Okay. Well, if we ever get an abrupt decay, it'll have plenty of targets. So I'm gonna run out the choke now. See, they have like a second force. I assume they don't have days, or they would have dazed the Zenith before. Okay, choke's in. So let's see if that's enough. Well, Cavern is an answer to choke. But they couldn't cast anything for one before, so come on, just 4 more attack steps. Could be knighting, or is anything for something here, but I'd rather get 1 more mana and then try and go for a knight to close out the game. There we go. Yeah, dismember? That would be... I wouldn't want to be dismembering. They do. Oh my god, what are you doing, guy? Okay, so they take 4 damage to not take 1 more damage. And conveniently, dismember is off the table now because they don't have mana or like life to pay for 1 more. So I could Zenith for 1 less and play around days here, because actually getting like a Pride Mage or something takes us to lethal anyways, but I'm not playing around days anymore. There we go. Well, that was a fun matchup. I haven't played that in a long time. I don't see Merfolk that often. I don't think there's too much to say about this this match. Choke was great, but felt like we were already winning. But maybe not. Like, they could have started dumping out lords with Chalice at 1. Like, our plowshares were kind of shut off. So yeah. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you soon.